I'm Mike Inkervia Sr., and I got into the real estate business almost by accident to try to help my wife Sylvia, who's been in this since 1995. And she was a top producing realtor who, as her business grew, she started to have a need for leverage. Unfortunately, the company she was working at the time, none of the other agents in the office were willing to help. You know, that's traditional mentality of everybody thinking they compete with each other when we all know, in fact, we only compete with the person that we look at in the mirror every morning. So I had a successful insurance business for about 35 years, but 20 years ago I decided to get my real estate license in order to help her. I've always done her marketing and ran the business aspects of her real estate business while she was out doing open houses and selling homes and negotiating contracts and all the things that a great agent needs to do. So I jumped in here years later, and then back in 2006 when we made a move to Keller Williams, it was the first company that I was able to get an opportunity for ownership in the company. And that was a big deal for us. I became an owner of 2 market centers with Keller Williams. I was the operating partner and had the majority share in those market centers with partners. As I got more into this, I decided that we needed to build our team, and it started once Mike Jr. back in 2006 got his license, and then we started building from there. So today we have a team of about 45 agents, 3 licensed administrative assistants, so that when someone joins our team, they have full administrative support with contract to close, listing input, social media marketing, and all the things that an agent needs to have done for them, but not necessarily should be doing them themselves, because those are not dollar productive activities. So here we are 20 years later, we've built this massive team, and now we're moving into the next phase, which is just pretty much getting more leverage in place so that I could step back a little bit from real estate duties and, concentrate on just growing the organization because of the large opportunity we have with EXP with the revenue share model. The one thing that never changes in our business is an agent has to make peace with the fact that they need to generate leads each and every day. Many years ago, we heard 3 hours a day. If an agent can do 3 hours a day, that's great. But at the end of the day, if they're doing an hour a day each and every day, I think that they'll be so far ahead of the game. Lead generation scares agents, I think, because they think it's cold calls, which is really not the case. I mean, lead generation can be done through social media marketing, could be done in person by knocking on doors. It's also marketing and branding. You can do it by either using your time or your money. Time obviously is one that's a little bit tougher because you got to put in the time in order to generate that business, and the money is something that, you have to have that resource in order to create that brand for yourself. I contend that, it takes a little bit of both. The problem with the marketing thing is it takes a lot of money and a lot of time. Now, we did it all by print marketing back in the day, postcards, newspaper ads, things like that. Today it's a little bit different because social media is such a big part of the world that we live in and do business in that, it is absolutely a critical piece of the business. So if you're watching this video today and you're newer in the business, or you just want to, change your business a little bit, we try to get our agents to focus on the things that are so important to help grow their business. We run these coaching sessions every week. On Wednesdays, we invite agents from any company to participate, to mastermind with agents on the team. And sometimes it's just a matter of telling somebody what you want to do, and then you'll be holding yourself accountable. Nobody could hold you accountable but you. Self-accountability is the most important thing in our business, in any business. I mean, when I was in the insurance business, the same thing. I had to generate leads in order to get people that wanted to buy auto and home and life insurance. Just something that's part of every business, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. When you open a business from day one, you have to get clients. If somebody just graduated from dental school, they don't automatically have 3,000 dental clients. They have to figure out how to generate leads in order to get people that want to do cleanings and root canals and everything else that needs to be done. Same thing with an attorney. You come out of law school and, you've got a need for clients. I mean, the great thing about the real estate business is you don't have all the expensive 8 years of school, in order to get that degree. And the realtor, the attorney, the realtor and the accountant, the realtor and the dentist all have the same issue. They have to get clients. And that's where lead generation comes in and is most important. Things that have never changed is, agents can get leads by doing open houses. They're a lot harder to do today because the inventory is at a 30-year low that I'm aware of. And before that even, I'm sure that there was much more inventory. I mean, we're in a situation where we've never seen such low inventory. So people don't even have a need to do open houses. But, it's just basically connecting. Be a part of a community, whether you belong to a gym or a church. Everybody needs to know what you do, and you need to establish yourself as the expert or that, person of choice that when they need to buy or sell a home. You've got to make peace with the fact that you cannot be a secret agent. Everybody needs to know what you do. And we all have had the feeling when we're new in the business, oh my gosh, I really don't know everything. You don't need to know everything because you already know more than the average person that you're you're talking to. If you don't know the answer to something, the answer is, that's a great question. Let me get back to you with the correct answer on that. I think that the grass is greener syndrome is a very big situation or problem that we have in our business. Agents are always chasing splits. I've seen it for 30 years. If an agent seems to be stuck at a certain amount of production, they just figure, well, if I can go over here and get a 90% commission split versus what I'm at now, they'd be better off. The fact is, yeah, they would be better off, but are they going there just because of the money, or are they looking for value? I mean, we try to get people to understand that it's not the split, it's the opportunity to learn how to do more business, and then ultimately you're going to end up making more money than you would anywhere else. I think that agents do have a limiting self-belief that it's hard to grow because I think they've never been in an environment which pushes them to grow or shows them the things necessary to grow. But when it's all said and done, I always think that an agent can be successful at any company. Some companies have more resources than at others. It's who you're in business with that matters. If you're in a place where the people you're in business with are helping you grow your business, that should be more important than anything else. Now, having said that, here in our team or here at EXP, you have one of the best financial opportunities out there. So we run a mastermind every other month for top producing agents with all brokerages. This is different than our team, of course, but during those masterminds, I've zoomed in. The last 3 months, we had Kendall Bonner, who is an industry leader, somebody with EXP. All of these folks are with EXP. And then we had Tina Call, who's just one of the most phenomenal agents you'd ever want to meet. And then last month, we had our CEO, Leo Perea. And they just share a lot of things with the people in that room that the agents seem to really appreciate. This upcoming one that we're having next month, we're going to have Tina Call again, teaching a little bit about what is called the Working Genius. It's like a disc program on steroids.